Former President Donald Trump and Vice President Kamala Harris will go head-to-head for the first time tonight during the highly anticipated ABC News presidential debate in Philadelphia. Trump has been preparing by holding policy sessions with advisors, expected to try and force Harris to defend her liberal record, tie her to the Biden record. Harris, meanwhile, has been holed up the last 5 days in a Pittsburgh hotel. The New York Times reports she's been doing, quote, highly choreographed debate practice sessions. There's a stage and replica TV lighting and an advisor in full Lee Strasberg method acting mode, not just playing Donald J. Trump, but inhabiting him, wearing a boxy suit and a long tie. Now, that Harris advisor reportedly is Philip Raines, longtime aide to former Secretary of State Hillary Clinton. He previously played Trump while she prepared to debate Trump back in 2016. So much to talk about. Let's bring in Tennessee Senator Marsha Blackburn. She's a member of the Senate Judiciary, Finance, Commerce, and Veteran Affairs Committees. Senator, good morning to you. It's always a pleasure to see you. Yeah, there's so much at stake tonight, obviously, and you know, this debate could swing the election. It could change the trajectory of the election, and the polls show us how tight this race is right now, Senator. What are you expecting to see tonight? I know that you had many questions that you think that Kamala Harris should be answering. What are those?
Yes, indeed. She should. I hope the real Kamala Harris shows up tonight. And we know that Bernie Sanders has said that she hasn't changed her positions. She's only saying what she has to say in order to get elected. But Cheryl, we should all want to know, does she still support having illegal aliens have voting rights? Does she still call the wall a vanity project? Does she think that transgender surgeries should go to these illegal aliens? She should answer those questions from that ACLU form and survey that she did back in 2019. Is she still for defunding the police? Is she still proud of Bidenomics, which has given people a 20% inflation rate since Joe Biden took office? Is she proud of her votes for the Inflation Reduction Act and also for the American Recovery Act? Is she still supporting Medicare for all and abolishing all private health insurance? Those are questions that she should have to answer for the American people, because those are her positions that she has stated, that she has owned, that she has had as her own. And now she's saying, well, my values have not changed. But I think differently about these. I want to know where the real Kamala Harris stands.
Right. Well, and, you know, we did again get her website. It was finally filled out yesterday morning. Interesting timing. Because she finally gives us her policy platform, puts it on the website. But this is just yesterday, less than 48 hours before the debate. That was an interesting piece of the question for you. But also, you know, this is just 50 days after President Biden dropped out of the race, but right before the debate tonight against, of course, you know, President Donald Trump, former president. But on the new issues section, I want to ask you about this. It says, quote, this: Harris knows that our immigration system is broken and needs comprehensive reform that includes strong border security and an earned pathway to citizenship. But meanwhile, in Slycauga, Alabama, residents there are up in arms over this recent influx of illegal Haitian migrants. They're demanding accountability. They were at the city council meeting. They were shut down, by the city council president. I want you to watch what happened, because I know this is playing out in many parts of the country.
There's no reason for us to discuss this any further.
These individuals came from Haiti.
Are valid concerns that we need to
How are valid concerns, Laura? People come here all the time. We
These
visit
people came here
Birmingham.
from Haiti. Haiti is a failed state. Their president was assassinated in 2021. There is no way the State Department can vet these individuals.
We're done, and I'm going to ask this.
Please let him talk.
You had to
shut up
I was
and let
very
people
specific. Okay, I'm going to ask all of you to leave because this meeting is over.
Alabama State Representative Benjamin Robbins wrote a letter to Homeland Security Secretary Mayorkas about this exact issue last week, and he slammed him for failing to notify the community about the relocation of the Haitian migrants. He wrote, "Your failure to inform our rural community before dropping off immigrants has created panic and confusion. These inefficient policies have caused fear, which threatens the peace and tranquility of our small town, Senator." So I want to get your reaction to that. We're also seeing this similar story playing out in Springfield, Ohio right now.
Cheryl, we are seeing it play out all across the country because every town's a border town, every state a border state. With this open border and the Biden-Harris immigration policies, people know that under President Donald Trump, we had a fairly secure border. He did a great job. He was building that wall. And people had to remain in Mexico. They couldn't come here for their asylum claims. And now what you are seeing is not only is the border wide open, but Biden and Harris are flying in illegal aliens in the parole program, and they're giving them benefits. They are giving them work permits, and they're coming into communities. Now, I've had legislation for several years that would require notification to local officials when DHS is going to drop people into communities. And also under the Biden-Harris DHS and Health and Human Services, they have lost track of tens of thousands of migrant children. They do not know where they are. It started at 85,000. We're hearing now it's above 300,000. People are incensed with this because they're seeing the fentanyl, the death, the human trafficking, and they want answers.
Losing children. That is one of the most heartbreaking parts of this whole story. Before you go, real quick, I just want to ask you about Google. So the DOJ has just opened up that landmark antitrust case against Google in Virginia federal court yesterday. They're accusing Google's parent company, basically, and this is Alphabet, of course, of monopolizing the advertising technology market. I want to ask you really quick about your stance on this. There are calls that Google should be broken up. Do you agree with that, Senator?
I think what you're going to see is they're going to go after Google for the way they have used individuals' data and the lack of privacy that is there and the way they have worked that ad stack and have captured all of this data on individuals, and then they turn around and they sell that back to these advertisers. And it would not surprise me if Google loses this lawsuit. We'll see what happens. We know what has already happened in the EU, and Google has a fine there north of $2 billion. And people are beginning to say, we are not your product when we're online. We want to make certain that we reserve our privacy and that we control our virtual you, not Google having that control.
Senator Marsha Blackburn, thank you so much for joining us. Of course, we'll all be watching tonight, the big debate. Senator, thank you.